Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports, welcoming you to NBA Finals action between the Denver Nuggets and Indiana Pacers. Let's get you down to the Pepsi Center for the start of the game. And here we are, the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, getting ready for Mile High Championship Weekend. Here's the starting lineup for both of these teams. Hill, George, Granger, West, and Hibbert will be the starting five for the Indiana Pacers. Lawson, Iguodala, Gallinari, Fareed, and Mozgov will be the starting five for the Denver Nuggets. These teams had a long road to get here. And of course, now we've reached the pinnacle. We've reached the highest point of the NBA. And with that, we are ready to rock and roll in what should be an epic, and I mean an absolute epic clash of epic proportions. So here's a look at how these two teams got here. We're ready for tip. Before we even do that, tip is up. Mozgov wins the tip for the Nuggets, picked up by Lawson. Lawson's going to go back the other way here, and he's going to start this contest with a 2 on its way up. Nothing but net. And the Nuggets strike first. Inbound to Hill. Hill being chased by Lawson, covered by Lawson. Lawson's going to try and go for the basketball. Can't quite get it. Pass to Granger. Granger holds on to the basketball. Steps back inside the arc. Now he's inside the paint. Going for 2. Layup. Dunks down. We're tied at 2. So the Indiana Pacers started their quest against the Orlando Magic. Shut them down. Then they went up against the Miami Heat. Clobbered them senseless. Then they clobbered the Atlanta Hawks senseless in the Eastern Conference Finals as Ty Lawson will score another 2. 4-2. Denver leads by 2. Here's Hill. Back with the basketball, being chased by Lawson. Pass to Hibbert. Hibbert holds on, pass to Hill. Hill looking. Pass over to Granger. Granger pump fakes, goes for 3. Oh, off their backboard, no good. Iguodala gets the rebound. Here's Gallinari. He's inside the arc, inside the paint. Layup for 2. He's got it. 6-2. Denver leads by 4. And speaking of the Nuggets, they started their quest against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Absolutely blasted them out of the water. Then they turned around and blasted the Dallas Mavericks out of the water as the Indiana Pacers scored 2 points, as it's now 6-4. And then in the NBA Finals, the Western Conference Finals, I should say, the Nuggets shut down the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's a rebound by Gallinari. Pass over to Mozgov. Mozgov for 2. That's going to go in after it bounces off the rim. So here we are with the NBA Finals. That's how both teams got here. And this has been one whale of a game for the Nuggets. They lead by 4 right now. Here's Hill. Pass to George. George for 3. That's good. 8-7. Denver leads by 1. Fareed inbounds to Lawson. Pass over to Iguodala. Iguodala going for 3. Look alive. He's got it. 11-7. Denver leads by 4 once more. Here's Hill. Back the other way. Covered by Lawson. These fans are excited, and they have another reason to get excited as the Colorado Avalanche will be playing the Columbus Blue Jackets. A 3-pointer from the Pacers will make it 11-10. Here's Mozgov. He'll inbound that to Lawson. Lawson's going to pass that down to Iguodala. Iguodala steps up, and he goes for 2. On his way up. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound by Hibbert. Pass over to Hill. Here's Hill being covered by Iguodala. Hill along the sideline. Now he steps up to the arc. Here's George. He's inside the arc now, inside the paint. Pass over to Hibbert. Hibbert's outside the arc, maybe going for 3. Pass to Granger. Granger to George. Great ball movement by the Pacers. That 3-pointer's no good, though. Rebound by Gallinari. Gallinari down to Fareed. Here's Fareed. He's inside the arc. He lays up, dunks down! 13-10. Nuggets lead by 3. West inbounds to Hill. Hill covered by Lawson. Lawson's going to try and go for the ball. Doesn't quite get there. Here's Mozgov. Now it's a pass to George. George for 3. Oh, no good. Rebound by Granger. Layup. Good. Tie. Now it's a 1-point game. 13-12. Gallinari inbounds to Lawson. Here's Lawson going back the other way. He's going to go for 3 here. On his way up. And out of the rim. And out of the hoop. No good. What a tough break, as now the Pacers will have a chance to take the lead here. Here's Hill. Layup. On his way up. Down. No good. West rebounds. Scores. And the Pacers will have their first lead of the game. Timeout by the Nuggets. And here's a look at the stats for everybody on the Nuggets, on the court for the Nuggets so far. Lawson has 4 points, no rebounds, 1 assist. Iguodala has 3 points, 1 rebound, no assist. Gallinari has 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Farid has 2 points, no rebounds, no assists. Mozgov has 2 points, no rebounds, no assists. So it's early on, and the Heat and the Pacers are putting on one whale of a game for the NBA Finals. And it's going to be an exciting time as Denver, like I said, is hosting Mile High Championship Weekend. Then tomorrow, we have the Colorado Avalanche going up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So be there tomorrow. Be here on the Ultimate Sports Network tomorrow for more heart-stopping sports action when the NHL takes the ice one last time for the year. Minute 25 left in this quarter. 14-13. Denver down by 1. Here's McGee. He'll inbound this one. He's going to inbound it down to Miller. Here's Miller back the other way. Miller's going to step up. He steps up to that three-point arc. He's inside the three-point arc. Inside the arc. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds. It bounced off the rim over the backboard. Pacers ball. Tough break for the Denver Nuggets. Now the Pacers will get a chance to extend their lead. Here's George. He'll inbound that to Augustine. Here's Augustine being covered by Miller. Miller's going to chase and hold up Augustine. Augustine holds on to the basketball. He's trying to find somewhere to go. He steps up. He's passing that down to Green. Green pump fakes. Covered by Iguodala. Pass back to Augustine. Augustine pump fakes for 3. Now he steps up inside the arc. He's inside the paint for 2. That's good. And he will avoid a shot clock violation as the Pacers now lead by 3. 16-13. Iguodala inbounds to Miller. Miller will pass that over to Iguodala. Iguodala for 2-3. Oh! We're tied! 51.3 seconds to go in the quarter, and the Nuggets and Pacers are tied at 16 here in the NBA Finals. Here's Green for 3, and that shot no good. Rebound by Chandler. Nuggets have a chance to get the lead back. Here's Randolph. He's inside the arc, inside the paint. Layup for 2. That rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound by Augustine. Augustine with the basketball. Chase down. Here's Randolph to try and cover him. He's inside the arc, inside the paint. Pass to Hansborough. Layup. That's no good. Rebound by Mahimini. Mahimini lays up for 2. Off the backboard. Bounces. Rebound by Chandler. Chandler passes it over to Randolph. Randolph will pass over to Iguodala. Iguodala for 2. And the Nuggets have the lead once more. 18-16 with 17 seconds to go. The clock counting down. 17 seconds. Pass to Augustine. Augustine pump fakes for 3. He's got 10 seconds to work with. Augustine inside the arc. Inside the paint. Layup. Good. 18 all, and we're tied. 7 seconds left. Here's McGee. Pass to Miller. Pass over to Iguodala. 4 seconds left. Iguodala for 2. With 1 second left. He got it. With a second and a half to go. It's 20-18. Hansborough. Inbound. Picked up by Augustine for 3 from way downtown. Almost made it. So at the end of 1, the Nuggets lead by 2 here in the NBA Finals, 20-18. We'll be back with more here on the Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports. I'm Alan Charlie, saying we'll see ya on the flip side. Welcome back to the Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports. I'm Alan Charlie, your call guy for the NBA Finals and the NHL Finals tomorrow. Here's the inbound, as West will inbound that to Hill, and we're back underway. The Nuggets won the tip, so they will get the basketball to start the 4th quarter. Here's Hill. He'll pass that over to West. West covered by Farid. Here's a layup for 2. That's going to be good, and we're tied at 20. So early on in the second, and the Pacers have already tied the game. Here's Miller. He'll pass that over to Ty Lawson. Lawson steps up inside the arc for 2 points. That shot is up on its way, and the Nuggets will not score. Rebound by Farid, though. Layup for Farid. He's got it. And the Nuggets lead by 2 once more. Granger will inbound to Hill. Hill, covered by Lawson. He'll pass it over to Augustine. Augustine steps up. He's inside the arc. Now he's making some great spin moves. He goes for 2. And that shot no good. Rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert turns around. Layup for 2. That's going to go in. And we're tied at 22. 4 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Here's Miller for 2. That shot is no good. Rebound by Hill. That almost went in. But it bounced around and then fell off the rim. Here's Hill. Hill. Layup. Nope. Pass to... Now it's Augustine for 3. No good. Rebound by Gallinari. Here's McGee. McGee way down court to Miller. Miller inside the arc. He lays up for 2. On its way up. As it's down. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Denver Pride is showing tonight. Here's Lawson gonna cover Hill again. Hill has the basketball. He'll pass that on to West. West, spin move, trying to get a break free from Fareed. Steps back, pass to Hibbert. Hibbert, layup for 2. That shot is no good. Rebound, tipped up. Rebound by Gallinari now. Here's Fareed, back the other way. He's covered. Fareed will now pass that. Stolen, nearly stolen. Lawson lays up for 2. He's got it. 4-point lead for the Nuggets, 26-22. Here's Hill. Hill, covered by, being chased out by Lawson. Spin move, trying to break free. He's in front of Lawson. Lawson tries to go for the basketball. Can't quite get the steal here. He's chased inside the arc to the free throw line. Tipped up. Rebound by Fareed. Fareed will pass to Gallinari. Gallinari will pass that to McGee. McGee's going to find Lawson. Stolen by the Pacers. Augustine has the basketball for the Pacers now. He's covered. He's being chased by McGee. Nope, here's a pass to Granger. Granger's shot no good. Rebound by Miller. Miller pass to McGee. McGee to Lawson. Lawson for 3. Swish! 29-22. Pacers down by 7. Nuggets lead by 7. Here with 2.5, just under 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's Augustine. Pass over to Granger. Gallinari covering Granger. Pass. Hill. Chase. Here's the shot. Pass on its way up. Layup. No good. Rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert. It's a blocking foul. And that's going to be on Miller. First personal. First team. First foul of the game. So it'll be Hibbert who will get some free throws here. 2 shots is what we're hearing. What an intense first half of action we've had. Here's Hibbert. First free throw on its way up. And the first free throw is good. They're down by 6. With a chance to go down by 5 with this second free throw. Mozgov is back in the game for the Nuggets, along with some other substitutions. Iguodala's in the game for the Nuggets as well. And so is Chandler. Here's the second free throw from Hibbert. Second free throw is good. And they're down by 5. Randolph will inbound to Lawson. Pass to Iguodala. Iguodala steps up. He's inside the arc, inside the paint. That rebound no good. No, it's picked up by Mozgov on the rebound. And the layup from Mozgov is good. Back up to a 7-point lead for the Nuggets. Here's Lawson covering Hill. Hill. Chased. Hill from the paint. No good. Rebound. Tipped up. Rebound by Mozgov. Mozgov to Randolph. Randolph inside the arc. Inside the paint. Layup for 2. That is good. And it's now a 9-point lead. Here's Hill. Covered by Lawson. Hill breaks free, though. Trying to find someone to pass it to. Passes it over to Green. Green. Pass to George. George. Pump fake. Pass back to Green. Green inside the arc. Inside the paint with the layup. And he'll swish it down. 33-26. Back to a 7-point lead. Lawson passes that over to Iguodala. Here's Iguodala going for 2. And that shot's good. 35-26. 9-point lead for the Nuggets once more. Here's Hill. Back the other way. And a timeout by the Pacers. So there you go. So here is a look at the stats for everybody on the court for the Nuggets. Lawson, 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Iguodala, 12 points, 1 rebound, no assist. Chandler has no points, 2 rebounds, 1, no assist actually. Randolph has 2 points, no rebounds, 1 assist. Mozgov has 4 points, 2 rebounds, no assist. What a start to this game for the Denver Nuggets. Absolutely firing it off with nothing in sight to stop them. Maybe the Pacers will turn it around and stop them in the third quarter, but we will have to wait and see. All right, here we go. Ready to rack and roll. As the Pacers will get the inbound. So here's the inbound. We're ready and awaiting the ref to pass. Okay, he hands it over to Mahimini, and it's passed over to George on the inbound. We're back underway with just less than a minute. Here's Hansborough for two. That shot, no good. Rebound by Chandler. Chandler passes to Gallinari. The Nuggets have a chance to put this lead, put it to bed here. Here's Gallinari for two. That shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Mahimini. Here's Mahimini. He holds on to the basketball. 42 seconds to work with. He'll pass that over. He's going to hold on to that. Mahimini to George. George for two. That's good. 28 to 30, 35 to 28. The Pacers are now down by 7 again. Here's Miller. Way down court. Pass to Gallinari for two. Gallinari's got it. Back up to a 9-point game we go. Here's the inbound pass to Augustine. Augustine back the other way. He's going to pass it over to George. George inside the arc, inside the paint. Layup no good. Rebound by Gallinari. Pass to Chandler. Chandler back to Gallinari. Gallinari back the other way. He's going to go for three. No, it's going to be a 2-point throw. On his way up. No good. Rebound by George. 12 seconds to work with. 9-point game. Augustine. Pass to George. George for two. On the layup. No good. Rebound by Mahimini. Mahimini scores. And it's a 7-point game. Chandler to Miller. Miller. 2 seconds to work with. One. No good. At the end of the half, the Nuggets lead by 7 and are 2 quarters away from the NBA championship. We'll be back with more after the halftime. I'm Alan Majoli from the Ultimate Sports Network saying we'll see you on the flip side.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity. Family friendly and a whole bunch of fun. Let's check out the action. The Nuggets playing with poise so far. Offensively, they're making it look ridiculously easy. Everything's falling. Andre Iguodala with no problem scoring against the Pacers. We've come to expect performances like this one from him. On the Pacers side of things, they managed to hang around. Their outside scoring is letting them down so far. And without that threat from outside, their offense is bogging down, unable to spread the floor. George Hill has not had a good showing. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports. I'm Alan Majoli. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Welcoming you back to the NBA Finals between the Nuggets and the Pacers. 30-7, 37-30 is what we left off on at the end of the half. At the end of the first half, and now we're ready to go as Hill has the basketball. He'll pass that over to West. West holds onto the basketball inside the arc, inside the paint. That rebound's no pick. That shot no good. Rebound by Ty Lawson. Here's Gallinari. Gallinari's going risky. He's going for two, actually. I thought he was going to go for three. That rebound no good. Picked up by Lawson. Lawson lays up for two. That's good. 39-30, and the Pacers are down by 9. Inbound to Hill. Here's Hill. Nuggets strike first here in the second quarter. In the second half, I should say. Pass. George. George back to Hill. Hill outside that three-point arc. Now he steps up. Pass over to West. West, spin move. Layup for two. That's good. They're down by 7. 39-32. Fareed inbounds to Lawson. Lawson way down court to Gallinari. Gallinari going for two again. And Gallinari's shot is good. Gallinari's got points, and he's rocking it right now. 41-32. Down by 9 once more. Or the Nuggets are up by 9 once more, I should say. Pacers down by 9 again. Pass to West. West stepping up. He's looking, trying to get by Fareed. Here's the layup. That's no good. Rebound by Mozgov. Mozgov to Iguodala as the 2K Sports highlights disconnect on us. Here's Iguodala. He'll pass that way down to Fareed. Fareed for two. And Fareed shot no good. Rebound by Granger. Danny Granger gets the rebound. Passes it over to Hill. Here's Hill. Inside the arc, inside the paint. That layup no good. Rebound by Mozgov. He'll hand it over to Gallinari. Gallinari, he'll pass that down to Lawson. Ty Lawson going for three. He's got it. And it's a 12-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. 44-32. Hill has the basketball. Inbound pass to West, or inside pass to West. West going for two. That's no good. Tipped up. Rebound by Gallinari. Pass it over to Fareed. Fareed to Lawson. Great ball movement by the Nuggets. Lawson for three. Oh, no good. Rebound by Paul George. To Hill. Hill looking. to George. Once more. George to Hibbert. Hibbert for 2. That's good. 10-point game. And a timeout called by the Nuggets. Here's the heat check. No, here's the stat check for everybody. Lawson and Iguodala have scored 26 points combined. 14 points for Lawson, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. For Iguodala, 12 points, 1 rebound, no assist. Gallinari, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 4 points for Fareed, and Fareed also has 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Mozgov has 4 points, 4 rebounds, no assists. So the Denver Nuggets starting their second quarter off on fire, and they're up by 10 over the Indiana Pacers. So let's get back to the action and see if the Pacers can come back and make it a game at least. 44 to 34, Nuggets lead by 10, and they will start with the basketball. So here's McGee, inbound to Miller. Miller steps, now step back, pass it over to McGee. McGee stepping up, he's going inside the arc, inside the paint, layup for 2, no good, rebound by Hansborough. Hansborough passes it over to Augustine. Here's Augustine, as he'll pass it over to Granger. Granger for 2, wide open shot, no good, rebound by Miller. Miller passes it back over to Randolph. Here's Randolph, going for 3, very gutsy move, doesn't quite pan out. Granger will have the basketball. He's going to go back the other way here. Granger has the basketball. He's going to pass it over to Green. Green for 3. Swish! Oh my goodness, and it's a 7-point game just like that. Here's Miller back the other way. Miller pass to Iguodala. Iguodala for 3. And it's back to a 10-point game we go. 47-37 with just under 2 minutes to go in the game, in the quarter. Augustine. Pass. Mahimani. Back to Augustine. To Hansborough. Hansborough for 2. That's no good. Tipped up. Rebound by Chandler. Chandler passes it over to Randolph. Here's Randolph. Going for 2. On his way up. On his way down. Nothing but net. 12-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. Timeout by the Pacers. Here's a stat check for everybody on the court right now. Miller, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Iguodala, 15 points, 1 rebound, no assist. Chandler, no points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Randolph, 4 points, no rebounds, 1 assist. McGee, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 2 assists. The Denver Nuggets absolutely blazing a trail of a red-hot torrid pace and setting up the motivation for the Colorado Avalanche to finish the job in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals against the Columbus Blue Jackets tomorrow night. And like I said, you do not want to miss the Blue Jackets and Avalanche in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. That'll be going down tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern Time. So save the date. George will inbound to Hill, and we're back underway. Here's Lawson covering Hill. Hill holds onto the basketball. Pass to Augustine. Augustine back to Hill. Hill covered by Lawson. Pass back to Augustine. Augustine covered by Iguodala. Pass over to Hill. Hill covered by Lawson. Hill runs back 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta watch out for that. West goes for the layup. That's gonna be a shooting foul as it misses. That'll be for Reed. First team foul of the half. So the Nuggets have 2 fouls, and it's probably gonna be 2 shots for the Pacers here. Awesome throwback jerseys for both teams tonight here in the NBA Finals. West first free throw. That's good. And it will be an 11-point game. So here's the second free throw. So they will get to try and make this a 10-point game. Rangers in the game for the Pacers. West going for a second free throw. It's up. And that's going to be rolled out of the rim. No good. Rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala breaks away. Stops on the dime. Goes for 3. Nothing but net. 52-38, 14-point lead as Andre Iguodala has 18 points on the night. Here's Lawson. Covering Hill. Hill. Granger for 3. Oh, beautiful. 52-41, Pacers down by 11. Fareed inbounds to Lawson. Lawson way down court. That's going to be picked up by Gallinari. Gallinari for 2. Shot's good. 13-point game in favor of the Nuggets. 51.2 seconds to go. Augustine. Back the other way. He's inside the arc. Inside the paint. Layup is good. And it's back to an 11-point game. Here's Gallinari, inbound to Lawson. Lawson back the other way. Oh, it's trouble. Cover, drop, picked up by Hill. Hill on a fast break. Layup, good. 54-45, 9-point game. Gallinari, inbound to Lawson. Lawson back the other way. Goes to Iguodala. Iguodala covered. He's being covered really hard here. Here's Iguodala for two. No good. Rebound by George. To Augustine. Augustine back the other way. Yeah, here comes Hill. He's got the basketball. Covered by Lawson. Pass to George. George for three. That shot, no good. Rebound by Gallinari. Hands over to Fareed. Fareed lobs it over to Mozgov. Mozgov steps up inside the arc. Drop ball. Picked up by Granger. Granger with a steal. 6 seconds. 5. Pass to George. Layup on its way. That's no good. Rebound by West. Pass to... that shot's going to be no good. Even if he made it, that shot wouldn't have counted. At the end of 3, 54-45, the Pacers are down by 9 and trying to mount a comeback. We'll be back with more here on the Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports. Batten down the hatches and get ready for lockdown. The fourth quarter is about to get underway, and here's a look at the Sprite uncontainable game as the Denver Nuggets have been uncontainable all night long here in the NBA Finals. The championship game against the Pacers and the Nuggets is right now a 9-point game for those who are just tuning in. And this is setting up for what will be the greatest moment in Colorado basketball history. The Denver Nuggets looking to finish the job that they started. So here we go. Iguodala inbounds to Miller. We're back underway. Fourth quarter. 54-45. The Pacers down by 9. Here's Miller going to start with a two-pointer. That two-pointer rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound by McGee, who lays up for two and's got it. 56-45. It's back to an 11-point lead for the Nuggets. Hill has the basketball. Hill passes it to Granger. Granger trying to get free. He will get free. Layup for two. That's going to roll over the rim. Over the back foul. And that's going to be on Chandler. First personal, first team, third foul on the Nuggets all game long. And it will be Pacers ball with that over the back foul. So here's Hansborough. Fresh shot clock for them. Pass to Hill. Hill steps back. Covered by Lawson. Hill breaks free. Pass, layup, good. 9-point game once more. McGee inbounds to Lawson. Lawson covered by Hill. Breaks free. Here's Lawson going back the other way. He's going for three here. On his way up and down. 59-47. 12-point lead. Here's Hill. Covered by Lawson. Pass to Hibbert. Hibbert covered by McGee. Here's Hibbert back to Hibbert. And a shooting foul. The points will count. 10-point game for Reed with his second foul. Second team foul in the quarter. And the fourth foul in the Nuggets all game long. The Denver Nuggets have been doing very well to this point. So they're trying not to blow a 10-point lead. Here's the Pacers. That shot was good from Hibbert anyway, despite the shooting foul. So now they got a chance to tack on more points. So here was the first free throw. And it's the only free throw, and that's no good. Rebound by Gallinari. Gallinari to Lawson. Lawson to McGee. McGee for two. Drop. Stolen by West. West turns it around. Now it's past to Hill. Hill's got the basketball. He's directing traffic. Hill looking for someone to hand it off to or pass it to. Pass over to Hibbert. Back to Hill. Hill for three. Oh, no good. Rebound by McGee. McGee back to Lawson. Lawson to Iguodala. Iguodala for two. Good. 61-49. Nuggets lead by 12 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the game. Here's your stat check. Lawson, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Iguodala, 20 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. Gallinari, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Fareed, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. McGee, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. The Denver Nuggets looking to put an exclamation point on what has been a fantastic NBA playoffs for them. And the Colorado Avalanche will be looking to do the same tomorrow in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Like I said, that's going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Ultimate Sports Network. That is tomorrow. NHL Stanley Cup Finals, Avalanche and Blue Jackets. You do not want to miss it. Right now, we got an NBA championship to settle. We got an NBA championship to crown. We have an NBA champion to crown. I'm sorry. 12-point lead for the Nuggets. 61-49. Granger inbounds to Hill, and we're back underway with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Here's Hill. Hill covered by Lawson. He's looking for someone to pass that to. Hill trying to break free of Lawson. He'll pass it over to George. Paul George has the basketball. Passes back to Hill. Here's Hill. Pass over to Granger. Granger for three. Got it! 61-52, 9-point game. Fareed inbounds to Lawson. Here's Lawson. Lobbing it way down court to Iguodala. Iguodala back over to Fareed. Fareed back to Iguodala. Iguodala to McGee. Great ball movement. Shot on his way. No good. Off the backboard. Rebound by Fareed. Layup for two. Good! 11-point game. 63-52. Nuggets lead by 11. Here's Hill. Covered by Lawson. Back to West. West inside the arc for two. That shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound by over the back foul. That's going to be on Hill. First personal, first team foul. Nuggets basketball. Fareed inbounds to Lawson. We're back on the way. Here's Lawson going back the other way. He steps up inside the arc for two. That shot is good. 65-52, 13-point game. Here's the inbound to Hill. 19 points for Ty Lawson. Combined 39 points between Ty Lawson and Andre Iguodala. Here's a shot for two. That's no good. Rebound by Fareed. Fareed passes it over to Gallinari. Gallinari way down court to Iguodala. Iguodala's going to try and find Lawson. Back straw ball picked up by Fareed. Lucky break. Pass to Mozgov. Mozgov for two. Good! 67-52. 15-point game in favor of the Nuggets. Minute 59 to go. So 2 minutes left to go. Less than 2 minutes to go in this game. Here's the pass. Here's Hill looking. Passes it over to Granger. Granger for two. Layup. Good! And it's going to be 67-54. 13-point game. Granger inbounds to Lawson. Here's Lawson trying to break free. He holds on to it. He stops. Steps up for two. Good! 69-54. 15-point game. Here's Hill. Back the other way. Covered by Lawson. Lawson. Granger trying to bring this game closer. Hebert for two. That layup is no good. Rebound by Fareed. Fareed back to Lawson. Lawson to Gallinari. Gallinari for two. Gallinari's got no points there as it rolls in and out of the hoop. George pass to Hill. Hill looking for someone to pass it to. He'll pass it over to Granger. Granger steps up inside the arc for two. That shot no good as it rolls in and out of the hoop. Picked up by Iguodala. Iguodala is going to find Mozgov. Mozgov going to try and find Iguodala. Iguodala for two. Iguodala's got points. 71-54. And it's turning into a blowout right now. They are closing in on the end of this game. Less than a minute to go. Here's Hebert. Steps up inside the arc. He goes for the two. Rebound by Hill. Turns around. Goes for the layup. And Hill gets the points. 71-56, 15-point game. Here's Mozgov, inbound to Lawson. Lawson's going to get the basketball. He turns it around, goes for three. Here's Lawson for three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Iguodala, who lays up for two. He's got it. 73-56. Nuggets lead by 17. Once again, Hill to Granger. Granger for three. Oh, no good. Rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala to Mozgov. Mozgov to Fareed. Fareed, loose ball. Picked up by Iguodala. Pass to Lawson. Lawson for three. Stop! No good. 24 seconds to go. Hill back the other way. Hill steps up. Pass to Granger. Granger for three. That shot. No good. Rebound by Fareed. Fareed to Gallinari. Gallinari to Iguodala. Iguodala for two. No good. Rebound by West. West. 7 seconds to go. George looking. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hill for three. No good. It won't matter. The Denver Nuggets are NBA champions. The Denver Nuggets have taken down the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals. And we have crowned the first of two champions here on Mile High Championship What a game these two teams put on, but at the end of the day, the Denver Nuggets were just too good and too powerful. The Pacers will have to wait another year to try and win the title. Your player of the NBA championship game, Ty Lawson. No surprise as he racked up the points. He scored 3-pointers, 2-pointers, steals, rebounds, you name it, Lawson probably did it in this game. What a game for the Denver Nuggets as they go to the locker room and they celebrate winning the NBA championship of 2020. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 0 steals. I'm surprised he didn't steal anything. And with that, here's your stats, your final stats for this game. Hill scored 4 points, George scored 8 points, Granger scored 14 points, West scored 7 points, Hibbert scored 10 points, and the bench scored 13 points for the Pacers for a grand total of 56 points. Ty Lawson scored 21 points, Iguodala scored 24 points. I'm surprised Iguodala wasn't the player of the game. Gallinari scored 8 points, Fouad scored 6 points, Mozgov scored 6 points, the bench scored 8 points to give the Denver Nuggets the 73-56 victory here in the NBA championship game. 1 foul for the Pacers, 4 fouls for the Denver Nuggets, 2 timeouts left for both teams. On that note, we are done, and we will see you for more NBA playoff action in 2021. Until we meet again then and there, don't forget tomorrow night is the NHL Stanley Cup Finals between the Colorado Avalanche and the Columbus Blue Jackets. So until we meet again tomorrow night for the NHL Stanley Cup Finals to wrap up Mile High Championship Weekend, I'm Alan Jolly for the Ultimate Sports Network alongside 2K Sports. Signing out for now, saying so long, end of feed, good night, satellite. We'll see you with more NBA action next year